What's up, guys? So today we are in the garage and we are working on the headliner. I got my fabric here today. Actually came in the mail. When did it come in the mail? Yesterday, probably day before yesterday. So I got my fabric here, and I got my glue, which is actually in front of the heater right now. So what I'm going to be using is the 3M90 high strength adhesive glue, which has a directional spray nozzle. And we're going to make sure we get all of this nice and covered. I'll be recording the whole thing. Hopefully I have enough time to put it back in. I'm waiting for the garage to heat up a little bit. So once the garage does that and it hits a good temperature, then I'm going to let it sit. I have to put the back seat belts in the car today too, which I got those in. What else did I have to do today? So it's headliner, the back seat belts, and all the plastic stuff that I had painted. That's all gonna go in. Actually, all of that's looking pretty nice. So I painted this black. As you can see, all of this stuff actually came out really nice. So actually, I have a video of myself doing that. Let's go into that video. All right, we're gonna hit this with another can. In the meantime, he's gonna start peeling all the sun. This one's gonna be a little bit more of an overcoating, but not too much where it drips. Right now, this is kind of how you want the first look to go. Nice and easy, even coat. All right, so first thing I want to do is I actually want to make sure that this is kind of flat. There's no like glue left over from the person that had this before me. Everything seems good. Definitely going to need some gloves on. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lay out the fabric so that way I can cut all the excess off. So let's do that first. Alright, so looks like I have more than enough. Lay this over. Okay, you want to have a little extra on all ends. It's better to have more than less. All right, good. About right there. So I gotta cut this. All right. So I always order a little extra just in case. Okay, let's turn this over. Make sure it's lined up. So as you can see, this fabric has the foam backing behind it. Make sure it's laid out nice and even. There's enough material on that side. Enough on this side, and enough on this side. Okay, so let's turn this over. Okay, so you want to do about half of it first. Make sure it's flattened out. Good. Okay, so let's go right into there. Going right up to the edge of the headliner. Good, right there. Now, some people tend to take the old material off. I really don't want to do that. So, I've done it this way before, and I was perfectly fine with the headliner. Never had an issue with it coming off, so we'll see how it goes. Now from there, we're going to put some on the headliner itself. Probably going to need 2 bottles of this. You want to wait for it to be a little tacky. When it becomes a little tacky, okay. Getting a little tacky. Good. Okay, now, so I'm going to keep switching gloves. We're going to lay it flat. We're going to do a little bit at a time. Alright, that looks pretty flat. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to peel this edge back right up to the line. Of where we just were. so the material is laid down. Now for the sunroof part here, I'm actually going to cut it to loosen up the fabric a little bit. You can see there's a lot of excess. We want to get this to fold over, but we need to trim and have it at least an inch away. So let's get to trimming. Okay, so I cut all the excess off. As you can see, all the excess is off. Okay, now what I'm doing now is I'm cutting little squares. So when I fold it over, it's easier, especially in the corners. So I'm going to cut those. All right, guys, so everything is cut. I cut everything into little squares. That way, when I fold them over, if I need to make one side tighter than the other, then I can do that. If I need to pull here, but pull this one a little bit more, I can. Same thing with this round part here. I can go over this way, and then back over again. So that way I can get that corner, as you can see. So, but unfortunately I ran out of glue. So now I have to take a ride to Home Depot. So, I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're here at the Home Depot. Hopefully they have it. If they don't have that spray glue, I might not be able to finish this project today. Let's see. I don't know where to look for this because I completely forgot where it would be. So I'm just going to keep looking. Okay, found it. All right, so there's two, but I'm going to stick with what I know. Damn, $12. And this looks like a way bigger can than the one that I had. But it works. All right, so I bought 2 bottles because I'd rather have extra than have less, like I just did. And you never know if I need to do another headliner later, so see y'all back at the garage. And we're back. Okay, let's get started. First I'm gonna do the edging, and then after I do the edging, I'm gonna work on this piece here. And then after I do all of these pieces, I'm gonna cut out the little small ones here. So let's get that started. So real quick, so you guys can see what I did. What I did was here, let me turn the camera. Okay, so I folded them over so that way it's nice and tight along the seam. And then after I folded them over, I also sprayed glue on top of them so that way the glue can kind of hold it down if I missed any spots and things like that. You guys can use like Gorilla Tape, like that black thick Gorilla Tape that's really, really sticky, and put it on the inside. I actually did that with the sunroof visor that I had not sunroof visor, the sunroof slider, and it actually worked out pretty well. So I'm going to finish this off and I will show you the end result. All right, so we are done with the headliner. Thank God, finally. Took me roughly about an hour and a half, maybe, to do the whole headliner. I need to change my gloves. So, a couple of things that I suggest you guys do is have a full box of gloves. You want to switch every time you get glue on it, so that way when you're folding over the flaps, if you have glue on your glove, it doesn't get onto the inside of the headliner. Second thing you're going to need is an X-Acto knife. You definitely want one of these. So get one of those. The other thing you're going to need, like I said, is the 3M glue. So I'll show you again. High strength 90 millimeter. High strength 90 contact adhesive. 90 millimeter. So it's all done. I cut out the holes already. It's actually ready to be put in, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the edges with the heat gun, so that way whatever glue is left can like really bond and dry. So I'm going to do that now, and then we're going to put it in. All right, so now that we hit it with the heat gun, I'm going to flip it over, show you guys the final result. Okay. What I like to do actually is go around like the edges and just try to peel up a little bit to see if anything needs a little extra glue. But let me show you guys here. So this contact adhesive works pretty well. Like it's gonna lift the whole thing up. So yeah, it works really well. I can't see any of this actually coming off. Yeah, it's pretty good. Here, ooh, I didn't realize I got you guys all twisted. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it over now so you guys can see how it looks. Okay, so this is the new headliner. Get dirty. Came out really nice. You see I got a little bit of glue there. So that's gonna irk the shit out of me, but I'll get that off. Other than that, looks good. It's soft. A little wrinkle there, nothing crazy. Flip it upside down. You guys can see, I already cut the hole. Hello? Hello? And all right, so I'm going to flip it back on this side, use the heat gun again. I'm going to try to get that glue off of that spot right there. So I'm going to use the heat gun for that. See if I can heat up the glue a little bit and it'll peel off. All right guys, headliner is in. Time to do the sunshade. And let me just get that over with. This video is going to be long. I'm trying not to make it so long. So I'll show you the final result. I'm going to do it. I'll show you when it's done. And then I'm going to install it and show you everything when it's done. Alright guys, so I finished doing the sunroof slider. Here we go. Okay. Still got to hit it with the heat gun so it can flatten out a little bit more. Here's the back. I folded the top. This one, when you take these two screws off, these two pieces separate, the metal and this, only a little bit, about maybe that much. So I was able to fit a socket in between the metal and the fabric to hold it up so that way I can fold the edge in. This side here, the corners, the edges, you can't overlap it, because when it goes in the rail that it slides on, if you overlap, it'll be too thick and it won't slide. So both sides are like that, as you can see here. But this is all done. I'm going to hit it with a heat gun and then I'm going to put it in. Alright guys, it's all done. Everything looks good. Let's get a little closer. There we go. All the trims are black. Pretty happy. Let's see if we can shine some light. Just flow away a little bit. Oh no, let's try that now. There we go. Alright, all done. Pretty happy with the way it's come out. Yes. Alright guys, thanks again. That's another episode of Jade's Garage. Sure, whatever. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. What else am I going to be doing to the car? Well, I have to put the sunroof back. It's just sitting right there. But my stupidness forgot my car keys. So I can't even turn the car on if I wanted to. But then again, thanks for tuning in. And if you want to see more videos like this, just leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like me to do or make a video on. Thanks, guys.